Here's what most people would tell you to do. Sit down, by yourself, and think until you come up with a business idea. Some product you could sell or service you could offer. Something that seems like it'd be lucrative. Something that's never been done before. Once you have your genius business idea, build out a pitch deck and show it to investors. Fill it with facts, figures, and statistics about market size and demand trends. Raise as much money as you can, and don't move forward until you have enough capital to support your business for the first 10 years. Then, build your product, put it on the market, and pray to God it sells. Pro tip: don't do this. While this is most people's conception of entrepreneurship, the truth is it's a fast track to failure. Why? Because with this approach, you don't make contact with customers until the very end of the process. And until you've put your product in front of real customers, it's just a guess. But guess what? Most of the time, your first guess is wrong. Instead of following the traditional approach, here's what I'd recommend. Start by going about your normal life for a week. Don't bother with any soul-searching or entrepreneurship classes. Just live like a normal person. Over the course of that week, I want you to keep an eye out for something. Problems. For this 1 week, make note of any problems, annoyances, or inconveniences you come across, big or small. Don't try to solve them yet, just make a note of them. Write them down in a journal or in the Notes app on your phone. At the end of that week, review all the problems you came across. Pick the problem that seems the most interesting to you. And then ask yourself this question. What is the fastest, simplest solution to this problem that I could create with the tools and resources immediately available to me? Don't try to dream up a pie-in-the-sky idea that would perfectly solve the problem but cost thousands of dollars. Instead, think about how you could jerry-rig a solution with things you could buy easily or free resources online. Make it concrete, write down every part you'd need and every step in the process. Visualize the finished product in your mind. And now, we arrive at the most important part. Make your idea. Take an afternoon. Take a weekend. Take a month. Take whatever time you need to build your quick and dirty solution. Get all of the parts and put them together. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it shouldn't be. What matters is that it helps solve your problem better than anything else easily available to you. Finally, once you've built your DIY product and tested it for yourself, it's time to get it in front of customers. Real ones. Take your new creation to the office, to the park, or to the farmer's market. Wherever you think you'll find people who also deal with your initial problem. Ask them to test it out. Ask them what works about it and what doesn't. And, crucially, ask them to buy it off you. Even if it's just for a couple of dollars, see if you can get someone to pay you real cash for your makeshift product. Because that is the watershed moment where you go from being a dreamer to being an entrepreneur. That first sale is the most important thing in entrepreneurship because it tells you you're onto something. Once you get that, think about ways you could streamline the product and make it better. Better materials, more advanced manufacturing, more sophisticated design. Make the next version of your new product as good as you can and see how much more a customer is willing to pay for it. Then, do it all over again. And again. And again. Until eventually, you have a real product that customers are lining up to pay good money for. If you want to become a successful entrepreneur, don't bother trying to think up the next billion-dollar business idea. It's a waste of time. Instead, find a problem that you, personally, experience in your life. Design a quick and dirty solution for it. And get someone to buy it. It may not be the most glamorous thing in the world, but trust me on this one. If you can do that, you have everything it takes to be a successful entrepreneur.